Hey y'all, welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Tooliz for you, TOOLIZZFORYOU.
And I'm CPREDMOR on Ravelry and posting as Knitting in Our Jeans on Instagram. And I've been posting darn near every day.
You have. You really have.
Well, I have a ton of yarn.
Yes, you do.
Most of you know I have a ton. This is not where we
I was going to say, we'll explain where we are in just a minute.
You all have seen my ton of yarn. What you all haven't seen is a ton of yarn that's all over my desktop. And it's been getting to me because I take the yarn out because I think of these projects that I want to do that are not projects that I want to design. But then when I start designing, it takes a ton of time. And then the yarn keeps piling up on my desk. So I have decided to take a small break from designing and knit some of the stuff that I want to make. And I have gone through my 2 sweater drawers again, and I pulled out some more sweaters that need to find new homes. Which is giving me some room in my chest of drawers. So anyway, I had a breathing space. I think I've got yarn for another breathing. I think I've got 2 more breathing spaces yarn from last year. From India Untangled. As I vaguely remember, because I had those yapping corgis or
Plies and Hellhounds?
Yes, Plies and Hellhounds. It was corgis at one point.
Yes, it was.
I had some gorgeous yarn from her that I have not made up. So I just picked up a bag of stuff, which happened to be this sweater. So if any of y'all have looked at
the Instagram,
you will have seen this sweater.
Growing like gangbusters.
Yes. And I mean, it's color work, but it's stripes.
It's stripes.
Which slow many people down.
Yes, but it does not slow you down.
Did not slow me down. And it's fingering, which would slow some people down.
Yes, but you're retired.
But it didn't slow me down. And it's size 4 needle, which apparently is my favorite size needle because I must have 102 of them.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I was asked at church today if I wanted more knitting needles. And I said, I only use circulars. And she goes, do you want bamboo? I went, no.
No. No.
They're too grippy. If you knit as fast as we do, it's maybe with cotton or linen I might need a grippy needle. But most of the time I want this yarn to slide on and off the needles very, very easily. So I said, no thank you on the bamboo needles, thank you very much. But if there's any metal, I'll take those. I got 2 knitting belts today.
Oh. To try out?
I just took them off her hands.
Okay.
One of our parishioners, his sister, is ill. Has had a stroke. And has been a voracious knitter and seamstress, much like I've been. And so she had all of this Scottish wool. We've talked about it before. There's Marie Wallen wool. Now Jamie's telling me he's also got pattern books. I'm afraid of getting the pattern books because there'd probably be a lot of repeats of what I have.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's a long story to say I have been working like a fiend on this sweater because I want to wear this sweater because I love a breathing space. This is one of the best ones I made. Because
I think that was your first.
This was the first one. It was supposed to be a shawl.
Yeah.
And I decided I didn't really wear shawls, but I do wear sweaters. So I have been working very hard to get done with this sweater. And I think I'm going to finish it tonight or early tomorrow. I have gotten down to the hem. The sweater's supposed to be about another 2 stripes longer, but I ran out of the skein of black that I was using, or dark gray that I was using.
And you didn't want to wind up a new one.
And I didn't want to wind up a new one. And sitting on the coffee table was this. And so I said, well, that's close enough. And it's going to be in the hem, so it's a different stitch pattern coming after a pink. So I don't think if anybody's that close...
They better be buying you dinner.
They better be buying me dinner. They think they better be buying me jewelry.
You always tell me they better be buying you dinner.
So anyway, this is almost done. I have my next sweater picked out. We'll talk about that next week, but it will be working with the lace weight yarn that I use for Chloe's tunic.
Very nice.
I think I have something like 5 or 6 skeins of that left. So anyway, today at church, I was given 2 knitting belts and 1 set of needles that are set up so that they'll stick in the belt and then you can knit around them. They're bigger needles. They look to be like a size 10, but I think with a knitting belt, it might be easier to use. We'll see. Then I got some more yarn, some more Jameson's yarn. Not a lot, but some. Some very artsy,
nice
eyelash type yarn.
Could be good for your jacket.
Could be. We'll see. So anyway, this is what I've been working on. It's almost done.
I mean, we will know when it's done because she'll post it on Instagram.
I will post it. That's right. What I've been doing is showing the picture of the day before with that morning's picture. I've been taking pictures before I work on it that day. So you see what I'm looking at as I start that day.
Okay.
So, yes, I've been doing that. So, and I'll probably do that with the next one.
And Stephanie from Asylum Fibers has been reposting them.
Really? Oh,
to her story because that's Asylum Fibers pink.
Pink. Yeah, bad girl.
Bad girl.
That's right. I didn't realize she was reposting them.
Well, she's posting them to her story, yeah.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I have been, and my voice is a little strange because, first of all, we're under red flag alerts here, and we have 3 forest fires around us. Not immediately surrounding us. We're fine. But in New Jersey and in New York, there are some forest fires, and the wind is blowing it towards the ocean, which means it's crossing over New York and Long Island. I was doing really much better, and then we went hiking on Thursday, either Thursday or Friday. We went hiking in the woods, and the leaf mold got me right down the throat again. So I am sucking on a throat lozenge.
You are.
But I don't feel sick.
No, and that's the weirdest thing because I have a scratchy throat too from the smoke, and it's so weird because it's like super dry and it feels like I'm sick. But, like, I was singing along to the music that we were playing while we were making dinner earlier. And so, like, it's fine. It's just weird.
Environmental problems.
Yeah. So, to explain to you all, we're actually recording at my place this week. Because
with a very interesting setup.
Yes. We're using my phone as the viewfinder, and it's porting over to my computer. So, if you see me looking down here, it's because I'm checking the video on the computer.
I just look over this way to listen to you.
I know.
Yes. And we have this brilliant light right in front of us.
Yes.
So.
So what you're seeing is part of our library, as we like to call it. It's also the guest room, because my office is an absolute tip.
The door is shut and I have not looked in.
It's an absolute tip because we had guests this weekend. So things that typically live in the guest room we moved into the office for a little bit. But you'll see we did finally put up some art, and we planned the art for the wall across from us.
Okay.
So we're getting there. Not like we've been here for a year or anything. But what you all can't see is that we do have wallpaper up on this wall.
Yes.
And in our bedroom. So it's not like we haven't like decorated. We do have some things up, but
well, you moved in. You got the lease last year, November 1st.
We got keys the 1st.
You did not move in.
We moved in the 15th.
Right.
Yeah. So. And that cough is from the smoke predominantly yesterday and today in New York City. But what I've been working on is the blanket for my coworker's kid, or my former coworker's kid, and we are on row 5, block 4.
Really?
So, yes. So,
wow.
We will be done soon.
Let me see this. So you do the outline and work in.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You pick it up and then work your way in, and that's how you make each square. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's nice because then you're not like worried about it getting too big. You don't have to keep picking up. I like
the not picking up.
The not picking up while you're working on it. It's nice. But I've also been working on a few other things.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm working on it. Give me a second. So I also then picked up... Oh no, I'm losing stitches though. I need to pick up those stitches.
Uh-oh.
I will figure out what happened there. That's not good. So I picked up my my bat's sweater again.
I really got that one.
Yes,
okay.
I very much want to get it done. So we're gonna take it with us tomorrow. I'm gonna keep working on it.
Where are you going tomorrow?
I'm going into Manhattan to hang out with some people. And do some knitting and hanging. But yeah, so that's
because
pretty
it's
close
Veterans
because
Day.
it's Veterans Day. So I don't have to be on site.
And your great-grandmother's birthday.
Which one?
Nana.
Oh. But yeah, so that's that. I'm very excited. It looks so cute. It's like so cute. I added another row of the big bats this week.
Very nice.
And it's so cute. And it looks really good on screen too. So I'm really excited about that. And then I signed up for a test knit.
Which one?
Mary Antonella's Lyrical Knits.
Okay.
So I bought some Westfield, Valley Yarns Westfield, which is their wool silk yak.
Oh.
To use as the main color. And
You
then
already have
I
hair on
will...
it.
Huh? Yes, well... It's been here for a few days.
Okay.
So then I'm going to use these as my...
That's gorgeous.
Other colors. These are the leftovers from the stratified.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I think the navy will be really nice. I thought about doing something a little bit more like neutral.
I love that.
But I thought since these are such
fall.
No, like they're such strong colors.
Yes.
They needed a strong color to be the main color, or else it would just be
either that or a deep
too
black.
overwhelming. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
that would work.
But it needed to be something deep
Yes.
and strong. So that's what I went with. I'm very excited about that. Maybe I'll cast that on tomorrow. We'll see. I have to confirm the swatch, just because obviously I did the swatching for the stratified, and so my thought is to maybe extrapolate from there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a ball and just do a small swatch just to confirm my stitching, my stitch counts and all that.
You decided not to do the Norgon.
I decided not to do the Norgon. It just... I didn't have yarn for it, or I did have yarn for it, but it was going to be, tough to figure out, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also don't think that that's still open. I don't know. But yeah, so I didn't do that. But that's kind of what I've been working on and what I've been thinking about. I want to get the bat sweater done. I want to get,
this will be done this week.
This should be done this week. I'm hoping to get to at least, a decent chunk of this square done today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not gonna, since I only have one square left, I'm not gonna take it with me tomorrow.
That'd be a whole lap full.
Yeah, because it is. It's an entire lap full.
It's probably cool enough to have a lap
full. So it'll be good. I'm excited then to be able to weave in all the ends, and then I'll wash it, and then I will gift it to the parental recipients.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Did you get anything in the mail?
No, I got the Westfield. I got this.
The yarn.
Yeah. No, I've got yarn that I'm actually going to be picking up tomorrow, but that's tomorrow.
Okay.
I have one of our friends is destashing some alpaca.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's coming home. And then we ordered the Miss Babs Saf colorway.
Oh, Saf.
That's a
colorway
pretty together.
colorway.
Yeah. So I'll be picking that up tomorrow. So that's exciting.
All my Miss Babs are design. So I want to I'd like to get 2 more sweaters done before I go back to designing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 4 sweaters on my desk. We'll see how fast I can finish this next sweater.
I was going to say, let me pull up my spreadsheet and I'll see what I have. Because I've got... Since I have my computer with me, I can look at my spreadsheets much easier right now. Yeah, so I'd like to finish the bats, obviously this blanket, and then I've got that brioche sweater, the gray and red.
Right.
So I'm going to try and at least finish that because that's just column sleeves. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that. And then there's the Fatonia.
Good Lord.
That I have sleeves. I'm working through the sleeves on. So we'll see. I'd like to get that done too. I've got a whole bunch of things I'd like to get done. And then of course a whole bunch of things that I would like to cast on. So,
Well,
we'll see.
I'd like to clean my desk off is what I'd like to do.
Yeah.
That would be very nice. So if I could get those sweaters on the needles, off the needles, and done, then designing, I could take another 6 months, as I did this year, and do designing. So we'll see. I mean, certainly my knitting mojo has returned, which is good.
Yes, very good.
The sad thing is I can't do embroidery and knit at the same time.
I know! Because I would love to get my cross-stitching moving, but...
unlike reading or...
I know!
or anything else, I can't do embroidery and knit at the same time.
No.
So I
have not grown another set of hands.
No.
Knitting with my feet does not work.
I haven't even tried.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Have not even tried. So, see what, anything new and exciting? No, nothing new and exciting.
Oh, the Myak and Brooklyn General announced the event that they're doing over Vogue Knitting Live weekend.
Which is?
I can't remember it right now, but they have released tickets for the fete on the Thursday night, I believe. And then I believe also the time tickets throughout the weekend for the marketplace that they're hosting.
Where?
Downtown.
Oh.
Yeah. It's gonna be lovely. It's always a beautiful space that they host, that at least Myak hosts their events in.
I'm having classes though most of the
exactly.
time.
So that's why.
I think you'd have to go by yourself.
Yeah, and I don't know that I'm going to.
Right.
But
it is unfortunate, but I'm excited about the classes that I'm taking.
Yes, so. And I did want to let everyone know that is a thing that has been announced, and that they should, if you want to check it out, you should definitely check it out. It's going to be a great
The yarns are beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a very similar group of vendors as it was to their Rhinebeck event. Not all the same, but similar. So if you enjoyed that event, you would definitely enjoy this one. But yeah, no, it looks like it's going to be really lovely.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I'm
not ordering anything else. I'm not knitting anything else for Christmas, since we have the youngins knitted things.
Yeah.
I told her that you have them, so she knows that. And I've asked for hints what they need for Christmas, and have heard nothing.
Okay.
So if you get any ideas,
if I get any ideas, I will share.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
We've made our plans for Thanksgiving. One of our family members is hosting Thanksgiving, so
yep.
It's supposed to be a little Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, it's an off year.
Right.
To which I'm like, of course, the off year for the rest of the family is the on year for my core family.
Well, but that means there's going to be like 40 people.
Yeah.
Instead of 60 to 70.
Yeah. I said that to our house guests this weekend. I was like, oh, well, how many? Because they're hosting Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh, well, how many? And they were like, oh, it's like 4 or 5. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's really easy.
And Ben was very funny because he was like, oh, yeah, no, she was, because when we hosted last year, I was prepping like a mad woman. I was going to make multiple casseroles because that's what we do at Thanksgiving. We didn't make any casseroles because for 7 people, you don't need them.
No, you don't.
So, yeah.
For my family Thanksgiving, there's a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
There's a honey baked ham.
Yep.
There's a baked ziti.
Yes. Beef and noodles.
Beef and noodles. And
meatballs.
Meatballs. Candied yams.
Mm-hmm.
String beans.
Mm-hmm.
White potatoes. White whipped potatoes.
Broccoli
casserole.
Cheese.
Broccoli and cheese casserole. Apples.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Mac and cheese for the littlest kids.
Right. And then, and that Mom would usually make some kind of Jello mold salad.
Yeah. Yeah, Nan would.
No one really wanted.
No.
But that was fancy in her day.
Mm-hmm.
And then for dessert, there's all kinds of cookies. There's cakes. There's pies. Usually, there's ice cream that's been bought, but no one remembers to get it out.
Yeah.
And coffee is perking all day.
Yeah.
As well as, the big bottles of soda and kettles on for tea. So yeah, it's sheer chaos, and it's wonderful to have a reason to see your family every year that's happy.
Yes.
And it's really nice. So we look forward to it. My mother hosted it. Well, first, my grandmother hosted it, your great-grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the families got too big to have in her little house, then my Uncle Paul and Aunt Gertie had it. Mm-hmm. And then when they had it, and then my mom took it over. Mom had it for 10 years because that's when we got the beef and noodles for Stacy. My mother felt that if you didn't like turkey, what did you like? And she'd make that because there's no reason for you not to have something that you'd like to eat. And somewhere in there is also the reason why we have sliced ham. Whatever.
Hey, I love that we have ham.
Whatever. And then so after Mom, I think it went to Judy. And Judy had it, must have been for 10, 15 years.
Judy had it when I was growing up.
But then sometimes Nancy had it once or twice.
I never remember Nancy having it.
Maybe she did have it. Because
Maybe
we had
it
a
before
baby
me?
Yes, because your baby shower was at Nancy's.
Oh, okay.
The cousins, Nancy and Judy, sometimes switched off. Depending on how the weather was going to be. So Judy had it, then Rick had it.
Mm-hmm. Rick had it for like 15 years.
And then now Michael has it.
Yes.
So, and Michael's backyard backs up to the elementary school.
I think so.
So there's all kinds of fields behind his house. So it makes it really easy to shove the kids outside and have them running around before and after eating. So it really is nice. And then Christmas is going to be really small this year. Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
We haven't figured out, what we're doing. Excuse me again.
I think we just stick around here.
No, I'm saying we haven't decided on shows and stuff.
Yes. We will have to figure that out.
Yes. We will be sticking around here.
Yes.
But we should look and see what shows you want. In case you want to get tickets early or something like that.
Okay.
And, speaking of which, at church today, they announced that they're going to be having the Gilbert and Sullivan Company of Long Island doing a Christmas Carol, Gilbert and Sullivan's A Christmas Carol, on December 15th or 21st or something like that. So, I am going to try to remember to buy tickets this week.
I believe it's the 15th.
Something like that, yeah.
What happened? Oh, my phone went into standby mode for some reason. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know if
Obviously,
we're still recording. We are still recording. Okay. Well,
this is the first time of this setup, so we have to learn how not to get the phone on standby.
We will figure that out.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so again, it is the beginning of November, or almost mid-November. So if you are making your Christmas gifts, definitely get those started.
Yes.
And also if you are, making any of those kinds of plans, definitely get those figured out. Because suddenly it's November.
It's coming upon us. That's one of the reasons why I make the littles birthday presents and then buy their Christmas presents. Although their birthdays are before Christmas, but somehow it feels like less pressure.
Yeah.
So that's all I have. I'm going to be trying to do my hem out of this. So my hem may be 4 inches long. I'm not sure.
Nice.
But I just don't want an extra ball of yarn hanging around because for some reason I buy the stated amount of yarn for these breathing spaces and I have 2 skeins left over. I don't know. So I don't need whatever this nameless thing is left over. So I'm going to be having a longer hem than what is called for. But I have all kinds of ends to weave in because one thing I have not been doing is weaving in the ends as I go along, which is what I often do.
Yes.
Because I like to have it neat, but I really was trying to get it done.
You were busting this out.
I really was trying to get it. Well, one of my friends at church, I showed her a picture of this last week, and she couldn't really figure out what she was looking at. And I knew I had to read in church today, so I thought, well, if I could get it done and I could wear it, then she could see.
Yeah.
I think I'll miss it by a day or two. Obviously I'll miss it by a day because I didn't get to wear it today, but anyway, yes. My mojo is back. I want to plow through some of these things.
Good.
As one sometimes wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about all I have. Do you have anything else?
I just finished the most recent JD Robb, so I'm now all caught up on the JD Robbs.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I was very proud of myself this morning when I did that. Mind you, I have read like 17, this one and the 16 prior, in the last like 2.5 months. Can you tell how my mental health has been?
It's been one
Yay,
of those
grief!
things. Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah. But that was very exciting to just be like, oh, I've caught up.
Very good.
Very cool.
Very good.
So now I'm going to read all of the library books that are suddenly now off of my hold list.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah. But other than that, that's all I got. We're gonna check this video and make sure it's good to upload.
And we'll see you.
And we'll see you sometime in the future.
Well, the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Next weekend should be okay.
All right.
I think.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. All right. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
All right.